So in this video, I'll go over exactly how much I got paid for a video with 1 million views on YouTube. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Rich back at it with another video. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. So I finally got a video with 1 million views on YouTube, and I told myself whenever I reach that point where I have a video with 1 million views, I would then make a video explaining exactly just how much I got paid from that video. So here it is. And that video that hit 1 million views was basically about my story and where I came from and how exactly I started a business at 18 years old, and pretty much a timeline of the journey throughout my life from 18 years old all the way to 22. And it's been an interesting journey, so I definitely recommend that you guys watch that video. So now that I officially have a video with 1 million views on YouTube under my belt, let's get into exactly how much I got paid for it. So before I get into it, I do want to say that it is absolutely amazing to me how many people do not know how much YouTube pays out for a video with 1 million views. And it makes sense because YouTube is pretty complicated. I'm going to go into detail later on in the video, and you're going to see that there is a lot of factors in play to determine how much you get paid for a YouTube video. And to give you guys a really good idea of how many people are clueless on how much YouTube pays out for videos, I asked my Instagram followers exactly how much they thought I got paid for a video with 1 million views, and the answers are all over the place. So as you guys can see, the answers vary. I see a lot of $20,000 answers. I see $40,000, $100,000 ones, $200,000 to $300,000. One person put $700,000, and I promise you guys, if I got paid $700,000 for a YouTube video, you guys will see me do a lot more YouTube videos, and then after 6 months, I'll retire and then go buy a cool little island somewhere. So as you guys can see, people are really clueless on how much YouTube pays out for a video with 1 million views. So in addition to asking my Instagram followers, I also want to ask my family members, but I thought of a really cool and fun idea. So basically, I'm going to ask my family members, and if they guess the exact amount, I'm going to actually give them that amount. So this is going to be super interesting. So without further ado, let's see what happens.
How much money do you think I made in a YouTube video that got 1 million views? If you guess the right number, I'll give you that amount.
30,600. I'll say about I'm gonna be realistic, about 18,400.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so how much money do you think I got from a video with 1 million views on YouTube? If you guess the right number, you get that amount.
25,430
Okay.
and 5 cents.
So how much money do you think I got from a video with 1 million views on YouTube? If you guess the exact amount, you'll get it.
9,000. I'm gonna say 9,022.
Okay. All right. What about you, Mo?
I'm gonna say 10,500.
Okay. Good luck.
Right.
Good luck. All right. So how much do you think I got paid for a video with 1 million views on YouTube?
$10,328.
All right. Isaac.
$14,358.
All right, so now that I asked the family members, it's now time to dive into the exact numbers on how much I got paid. But before I do that, I want you guys to try to guess the exact amount. So take a moment, take a second, and try to guess the exact amount I got paid for a video with 1 million views on YouTube. All right, so I hope you guys did not choose $700,000 as your guess, so let's just get into it. As you can see, this is the video with a little over 1 million views, and if we dive into the analytics, I made $7,451.01 for this video, which is pretty good for a YouTube video, but I guarantee you that is a lot less than what a lot of you guys were assuming. I think the consensus of people's answers was like $20,000 and $50,000, so that is a lot less than that, and a lot of people chose, you know, $100,000 or in the 6 figures as their guess, with some people choosing $700,000. So if you're expecting that for a video with 1 million views on YouTube, you will be honestly pretty disappointed to get your amount of revenue for that video. But as you can see, the CPM was $14, which is above average, and we're going to go into detail on the CPM and all the factors that go into play on how much you get paid on YouTube later on in the video. And you're going to see, I'm going to show you guys a few of my other videos. I got a lot less views, but I made a lot more money because the CPM was a lot more than this. So as you can see, I want to show you guys, you know, some interesting data. So if we go to overview, I want to show you guys the views when I first launched this video. So in the first 10 days, this video only had 13,000 views, which is still pretty good for my channel at that time. But honestly, in the first 10 days, if you have a video that reached 13,000 viewers, you're not gonna assume that it's gonna reach 1 million views. But as you can see, after that, it just skyrocketed with growth and it just kept going up. It's still an uptrend. at this time that we speak. So hopefully, you know, I have a multi-million viewed video on YouTube. As you can see, the CPM for this video was $14, which is above average. So I do want to talk about the CPM and how that works for YouTube. And I also want to talk about the other driving factors that determine how much money you can make on YouTube. Because honestly, this is my first video with 1 million views. So my other videos, I generated way less views than 1 million views, but I made way more money than this because my CPM was higher and the other driving factors are working in my favor. So without further ado, I'm gonna be 100% transparent and show you guys the back end of a few other of my videos and show you guys exactly how much I got paid and why I got paid that much. So without further ado, let's go. So the most important factor to determine how much money you can make on a YouTube video is what's called your CPM. And CPM basically means cost per 1,000 views. And the average CPM of a YouTube video is $2, so let's just use that as an example. So for example, if you have a video on YouTube with a $2 CPM, that would mean every 1,000 views you would get $2. So if your video hit 1 million views, you would get $2,000 for that video. But with that being said, a CPM could be different on each YouTube video because of a number of different reasons. So let's go over those reasons. The number one factor that determines the CPM is the type of content that the video is. So if the content in the video is not family friendly and is negative, the CPM in that video is going to be low. So a lot of the videos like pranks, scary stuff, or stuff that is just really negative have a low CPM. So on the contrary, if the type of content in the video is nice, positive, and family friendly, then the CPM could be much higher. And another thing to mention, it also depends on the niche. So if you run a prank channel and all you do is prank videos, then your CPM is going to be much lower than a business channel like mine, where all I do is talk about business. And business and education channels usually have the highest CPM because the viewers that watch these type of videos are extremely valuable to advertisers. So for example, an advertiser would pay top dollar for a business and educational channel with decent amount of views versus some prank channel with a lot of views, because the viewers that watch the business and educational channel will be more inclined to purchase whatever the advertiser is promoting. Another important factor that determines how much money you get paid is the length of the video. So most of the revenue generated by ads on YouTube is by mid-roll ads, which are the ads in the middle of the video which you could skip. But you could only have mid-roll ads if your video reaches a minimum length of a certain amount of minutes. That minimum length to display mid-roll ads on your video used to be 10 minutes up until literally last month, July 2020. They made a huge change, changing it from 10 minutes to 8 minutes long. So your video only has to reach 8 minutes for you to display mid-roll ads on your video. So as I mentioned earlier, the mid-roll ads account for most of the advertising revenue on YouTube. So reaching that 8-minute mark is extremely vital to make the most amount of money as possible. But generally speaking, the longer your video is, the more money you could potentially make. Last but definitely not least is a huge important factor that determines how much you get paid on YouTube, and it's not really talked about a lot, but it's very important, and that is your audience retention. So your audience retention is basically how long a viewer watches your video. So audience retention is just as important as views. So someone could click your video, then get you a view, but only watch a few seconds on your video and then go somewhere else, and that basically doesn't do you much. So it's very important that when someone clicks your video to watch it, that they're actually watching a good amount of your video. So a good audience retention percentage is 50% or higher. So the goal is when someone clicks a video is that they at least actually watch half of it. And a good audience retention percentage is really good for algorithms. So the longer people watch your video, the more people will potentially see it and the more money you will potentially make. So all of these are extremely important factors to determine how much money you can make on YouTube. Alright, since a lot of you guys are now experts at understanding the driving factors that determine how much you get paid on YouTube, let's now dive into my personal YouTube money bag so you guys can see exactly how much I get paid. So I am going to show you guys a good amount on my videos where I got paid a significant amount of money so you guys can see exactly how this stuff goes down. So I am going to be 100% transparent. There is a lot of YouTubers that do not do this, and I feel like that is what drives up the confusion. So I want to clear up as many confusions as I can, and most importantly, I want to inspire a lot of people to do this, you know, to create, to film yourself, to put yourself out there, because I feel like there is a lot of negativity around YouTube. So as you guys see this, the back end of, you know, how much I get paid and how this stuff works, maybe I can inspire a lot of you guys to do the same and reach for your dreams and be creative and put yourself out there. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so let's start off with this video that I created in November 2019. So shortly after the video that hit 1 million views about my story. As you can see, this is a 24-hour Shopify dropshipping challenge. I dropshipped 5 different websites in one day, which is absolutely crazy. This This video was super hard to make, probably one of my hardest videos ever. I put a lot of time and energy into this video for sure. As you can see, it did over 300,000 views, which was, during that time, this is my most successful video. So really good. I'm happy I did this video. So it did 300,000 views at 16 minutes long, which is above average for my average video. And with that being said, 300,000 views at 16 minutes long, this video generated really good results. I made $10,000 and the CPM was $59. So as you can see, 300,000 views is a lot less than 1 million views, and I made $10,332 and the CPM was $59. So this is really good. All right, so for the next video, this is me creating a Shopify dropshipping business in 20 minutes live. As you can see, this video length was 24 minutes long, which is a lot more than my average video on YouTube. This is pretty much twice the amount of the average length of my video. And as you can see, it generated 282,000 views. A good thing that I want to mention about this video is that a good amount of people that watch this video follow through step by step without skipping, so they could do it as exactly I talk about it. So that helps with your audience retention. So the more people that watch your video all the way through without skipping, you'll get paid more money from that because their attention is valuable and their attention is all on your video. But if they're skipping through a lot of stuff and the audience attention is low, you get paid less. So with that being said, 282,000 views, 24 minutes long. I made $11,897 and the CPM for this video was $68. All right, so moving on to the next video. This is when I tried Shopify dropshipping with no money for 1 week. This video was super hard to make. Honestly, this is probably one of the most hardest videos I ever created. I actually needed a break after I made this video. That's how hard it was. But with that being said, I did put a lot of value into this video. It helped a lot of people, and I try to make it as entertaining as possible. And this is probably one of my most favorite videos I ever created. So as you can see, it generated over 281,000 views, and the video length was a little over 15 minutes long. And another thing I do want to mention about this video, a lot of people watched it all the way through because, as I said, there was a lot of value into this video, so you didn't want to skip through anything, and I also try to make it as entertaining as possible. So with 281,000 views at 15 minutes long, this video generated me over $13,000 in revenue, so $13,457, and the CPM was $72. All right, so this is the final video that I'm going to show you guys. This is an hour-long Shopify tutorial for beginners. This video was actually 3 hours long, but I had to scale it down to 1 hour because it was just way too much. It took me a long time to film and an even longer time to edit it and scale it down. But as you can see, it generated 500,000 views and it was an hour long. So this is my longest video by far on YouTube. But this video was super helpful. It helped a lot of people and I'm truly thankful for it. This was basically like a whole course on YouTube for free for you guys to learn Shopify and how to create your stores and how, you know, pretty much the whole dropshipping process works. I put pretty much everything into this video, so I was super thankful for it. And as you can see, 500,000 views, hour long. The video generated me $24,000 in revenue and the CPM was $76. So this is my most successful video by far, and it was just a win-win situation. I shared as much value as possible to all of you and I got paid for it, and then you guys on the receiving end receive that value for free. All you have to do is skip a few ads. So definitely a win-win situation. And let me know if you guys want me to share more videos like this for you guys to view, so you guys could have that, you know, value-packed video as well. So I was truly thankful that this video helped a lot of people. I put a lot of energy and time into this video. So when I made it, I for sure didn't think that it was gonna get 500,000 views. I was just went into this video creating it with the mindset of sharing as much as I can for free to all of the people that are gonna view it. So with that being said, it paid off really big and it continues to pay off. A lot of people are still watching this video. I released it earlier this year, so I'm super thankful for that. All right, so that is a video, you guys. I hope you guys got some insane value from it. I hope you guys watch this and become inspired to hopefully create content yourself and put yourself out there, because it's still truly an amazing world that we live in, how you could just go out and get a camera, then film yourself talking on that camera and then get paid from it, exactly how I'm doing right now. And despite what anybody tells you, YouTube can be an excellent source of income. Obviously, my results are not typical. In fact, they're actually pretty rare. A lot of people don't make too much money on YouTube, but that still does not negate the fact that YouTube can make you a lot of money, as I clearly have shown you guys my results and how much money I have made, and there's tons of other YouTubers out there making a ton of money. Both you and I know, all you guys watching, there's tons of YouTubers out there that are making millions and millions of dollars on YouTube. This is a huge industry. They're making way more money than me, but this is still a good side income for me. It's obviously not my primary source of income. If it was, I'd probably do a lot more videos, but even then it'll be pretty shaky if this is my primary source of income, because I'll be totally relying on you guys to watch my videos for me to succeed. So for example, this month I can make $20,000, but next month if you guys decide not to watch my videos, I won't make any money, and then I'll be a tough situation. So my niche works really well for me because, you know, I still could run my businesses, and not only that, but my channel is about business, and it's just me running my business, doing what I've been doing since I was 18 years old. And on top of it, I'm just filming me doing it and teaching people how I do it. And then on top of that, I get paid by doing that. So it's just a win-win situation. And with that being said, there's tons of niches out there on YouTube. There's a audience for every single thing in this universe, but I highly recommend you guys do something that you're passionate about, because you definitely want to enjoy what you're doing. I generally enjoy making these YouTube videos and sharing what I know, and I'm having fun teaching people what I know exactly. So I highly recommend you guys do something that you're passionate about, because money is not everything, trust me. You definitely want to enjoy what you're doing, and you want to make work feel not like work, because that is how you win. So for those of you that are watching this video that need some inspiration, some motivation to start YouTube and crush it, please listen to what I'm about to say. This is my #1 philosophy. This is what I live by for my YouTube and pretty much every single thing in life and business, and that is to share enough value and you will get rewarded, because I truly believe if you try to provide as much value as possible, you will get rewarded. So for those of you that are new to the channel, before I close out each video, I always end it with an inspirational quote. And today's quote, we're going to take it all the way back to the video that hit 1 million views. I'm going to say the exact same quote that I said in that video, and that quote is, there will be haters, there will be doubters, there will be non-believers. Then it'll be you, proving them all wrong. And until then, my friends, be great.